Okay, I'll introduce what I implemented for assignment two. So what I made is a nutrition label scanner, and I'll first show what I made, and after that I'll explain my code. So what I have in my main page is the date and the calorie, and I have two buttons. I'll first check with the scan label button. If you click scan label, it asks you to put in the image. I prepared the image for this demo. This is a nutrition data label from Lay's potato chip. So if I upload the image, it extracts the nutrition data. Usually, nutrition data labels don't really have the product name, so I gotta put it manually. So I'll say Lay's potato chip. And it has serving size, calories, and more nutritions. So each of the column, I mean, the user can change the value if they feel like the model didn't extract properly. So, and the user can also control the servings. And if I click log to today, it's going to be logged to that date. And you can scan another, which goes to the scan page, and you can click done, and it'll go to the main page. I'll click done because I only have a single product. So after that, the calories for today is updated, and we'll check with the calendar button. If I click the calendar button, the calendar is displayed. Today's the 24th, but the time is based on the coding time is based on the East Coast time, so it's adding the data to the 25th. So yeah, if I click 25th, the user can check what they had for that day, and this potato chip part is the product list. So if the user add more products, it's gonna get longer. At the bottom, you can check it is how many calories the user consumed. You can check the protein, carbs, fat, also. So I can click modify button to edit my nutrition because user might input the data's incorrect, edited the data incorrectly, or like the model didn't extract the data properly, but user forgot to change. So you can save the changes. If you save the changes, it comes back to the calendar page again. You can also delete, and if you delete, the foods are no more that current product is no not logged. And if you click add food, you go to the product history where you can find what kind of food you had. Usually, I feel like people have the same food products, so the I made a search bar so that the user can search what they scanned, or you can actually newly scan a product if there isn't a product history. The product isn't at the product histories. So yeah, so if I click it and I can control the serving and I can add it today, the Lay's potatoes chip is added again. Yeah, that is most of the thing for my what I made. I'll briefly introduce my code. So I basically have a backend which is uh, I'm implemented with Fast API and SQLite, and I have the routers and the services. Basically, it controls the crude and post and logging the meals. and the service is for the AI extraction logic using the Triton AI API. I used the Llama 4 Scout model, and for the front end, I use React, Embed, and Tailwind CSS. So if you go to source components, there are the pages using React, and there are the CSS. Lastly, if you go to the tests folder, you can check that I experimented with multiple model, not only Llama Scout, and I checked if they were extracting well. I manually had to check all of the products to check the correct nutrition, and I compared the each of the product nutrition details with the extracted detail, and what got was Gemma 4 was passing 9 and failing 1 product, and Llama was passing 8, failing 2, the Mistral was only passing 3 and failing 7. How I made past is if the model extracted the data and if all of the data is equal with the data that I manually got that I set it to pass. If there was a value that was incorrect, I change it to fail, and I think that was kind of strict, but I think it was reasonable. So currently I only have 10 datas, but like I'll keep on adding more datas and checking how the model is working. And yeah, that is pretty much it for my code explanation. Yeah, thank you.